Dan Allweiler is with us right now, Sterling Financial Advisors. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, Ken. How you been?
Not too bad. Well, today we're going to talk about 3 strategies to protect you to and through retirement. And looking over an article that you sent me, you know, a lot of this stuff I know you've talked about before in some ways, but we're going to kind of go through different things that people can do.
Everybody has different strategies, but I think there's some basic ones that ought to be the foundation of every retirement plan.
Yeah, you know, exactly. So the first one is create a retirement income strategy.
Right. Well, I've mentioned my book before, Protecting Your Retirement from the Financial Perfect Storm. One of the steps in that is setting up a secure retirement income stream.
Right.
In my book, I mentioned that we've become what I call a pensionless society.
Right.
You know, really the only people that are getting pensions these days are high executives or government or state employees.
Right.
You know, and so we really don't, you know, when your folks and my folks were growing up, you'd work for a company for 30, 40 years, they'd give you the gold watch and a pension.
Right.
Now they kind of boot you out the door and say, here's your 401k, and you're on your own.
Yeah, exactly.
And so developing an income plan is fairly critical. It's also a lot of peace of mind if you know that you've got a secure income stream that can last you the rest of your life. You know, so the income stream takes away a lot of the stress of having to take a lot of risk to make sure you don't run out of money.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead.
Well, what I was going to say is, you know, the differences today, of course, we have 401ks and IRAs and things like that. But I think the difference is you have to be proactive with those.
Sure.
Where with pensions years ago, you really didn't.
Right.
It was kind of built into your benefits, built into your salary.
My dad was a fireman when I grew up. He worked for the city of Los Angeles. When he retired, he got a pension that'll last him the rest of his life, the rest of my mom's life. They got a little bit of Social Security along with that. Now, unless I had a couple last night that came in and they were really kind of embarrassed because they weren't sure what they were going to have when they retired.
Right.
As I as I talked to them and kind of laid out some things just really briefly, I told them that the light at the end of the tunnel really wasn't that far away.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
If you put this, but they didn't really have a plan put together, you know, and so I think getting a plan in place that you can actually look at and say, okay, this is what I need to do, it kind of helps you. I've mentioned before, you know, we do this retirement weather report for people,
exactly.
Okay, this is kind of a report that we put together for people that basically come in, we analyze their investments, kind of set up the goals that they set forth, okay, and then kind of show them based upon their current situation how their income is going to look over the next 30 years or so.
Right.
And what their assets will be in order to pass on, those types of things. And we use some conservative projections in that.
Yeah.
But once we get this now known, then we can start talking about how do we go about investing the money in a way that will allow us to get to that.
Exactly.
Okay. But unless we know the numbers, you're just kind of out there flailing around hoping you don't run out of money.
Right, exactly. The other thing is prepare for the unexpected. Now, of course,
if we knew, we would prepare, right?
Exactly, yes.
Right. A lot of people come in. I had a lady yesterday come in and talk to me, and she says, I need to get long-term care because I'm concerned about what if I do this or what if I do that. Well, she was a teacher, had a pension along with some Social Security.
Right.
Okay. She also had a small long-term care policy that the benefits had been cut back, and so she was concerned that she wouldn't have enough. Well, as I pointed out to her, you know, if she moved into a nursing facility, her pension and Social Security is still going to be coming in, along with the supplement of this long-term care policy. She really didn't need to go out and buy more long-term care. And so, you know, if you can tell me what's going to happen in your life, I'll tell you what to do. Type of thing. So when you say prepare for the unexpected, that's really like what's going to happen to mom or dad if one of them pass away. Do we have secure enough income coming in that will supplement the survivor and kind of do what I call an income fire drill? When you and I were growing up, you used to have fire drills. You'd get up, you go out to out to the playground.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing really was happening. There wasn't a fire, but we did it just in case. Well, we kind of want to do an analysis of your income just in case mom or dad pass away. How much income do we have coming in?
Right, and some of the things that are listed here, cushion your monthly income to help with daily living expenses, pay medical bills, college tuition, and things like that.
As I do this report for people, I always tell them, what is it you need to get by on, or what is it that you need to keep your standard of living, and then I usually pad it a little bit.
Right.
Just for the unknowns.
Right, exactly.
You just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I think nowadays, the cost of living is so much greater compared to what people make than what it used to be.
Especially here.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to kind of pad that sometimes.
Sure.
And, I wish we all could do that.
Well, I've had people come in and, their house is paid for. They have no, really ongoing debt or anything, and they need, $2,500 a month.
Right.
I have other people that say they need $8,000 a month, and the highest, I think, has been $20,000 a month.
Yeah, okay? Right. Wow.
Well, you better have a lot of assets in order to do that,
Yeah.
in order to keep that lifestyle, and
Yeah.
so, generally I would say on a married couple with a mortgage still in place, you look between $5,000-$6,000 a month that they need.
Right,
Okay?
exactly.
And so you have to take into account Social Security. You have to take into account any small pensions or anything that you might have, and then you kind of build a plan around that secure income.
Right.
And you dedicate some assets that'll allow you to do that.
Exactly. Now, the other thing is research annuities.
Well, annuities can help in that process.
Right.
Okay. Obviously, there's good and bad about annuities. You can go on the internet and there's 500,000 people that hate annuities and 500,000 that like annuities.
Right.
And so it depends on who's writing the article.
Yeah, exactly.
So there can be good things to annuities, there can be bad things to annuities depending upon which one you get.
Right.
Okay, so you can have the aggressive type, which are the variable annuities. The fixed interest annuities are just kind of like a CD in the bank right now. Then they have fixed indexed annuities, which are kind of a combination in between, so they can work out well for people as well.
Right, and I think the thing is, as you've talked about many times before, it's the risk tolerance people
As
have.
I sit down with people, again, we concentrate, we specialize in retirement planning, so we're not dealing a lot with the millennials these days. We deal with people that are retired or getting ready to retire, and at this stage in their lives, generally you're moving away from the more aggressive type of investments into the more protection area.
Yeah.
Exactly. I have found that it's not how much you make in life, it's how much you keep that matters.
Right.
And especially in retirement, because if you lose a large portion of your retirement assets at the beginning of retirement, it's much different than if you lose it at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
So it just depends on everybody's situation is different.
Right.
Couple is different than a single individual, or one with who wants to leave money to heirs is different than those that don't have heirs.
Yeah.
And so we design these plans, specifically around their particular situation, and we do it at no cost. We just want to get a foundation to say, okay, at this point, here's what you need to do. Here's the income you're going to have. How do we go about accomplishing that?
Right, exactly.
And so those are the things that you want to do. You want to make sure you have an income stream, you prepare for the unexpected, and you reduce your risk during your retirement. Those are all things that are going to give you more peace of mind.
Yeah, exactly. I know you have seminars coming up.
We do.
And,
I think we have some on the bulletin board.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but
people can always go on the website, sterlingfa.com, get information there.
Sure.
And you usually have them at Ruth Chris.
We do.
Yes.
Up in Irvine, right?
So people can get on board with that. And
Yeah,
they're ongoing
absolutely.
to when? End of this month or into
We've
March?
got, I think we've had, 8 or so far. We've got another 3 next week.
Okay.
Most of them are pretty full, but then we'll start up again in May, and we'll get that information.
All right, very good.
Good to see you
Always good to
again.
see you, Dan. You
All
take
right.
care. And Sterling Financial Advisors, the website is sterlingfa.com. Very easy
If somebody
to
would
remember.
like to have one of
Oh,
these
yes.
reports done, we will sit down, do it for free.
Okay.
Okay. They can give our office a call, and we'd be happy to sit down and just chat with them about their situation.
All right, that sounds great.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Take care.
Take care. We'll be right back.